Today I'm just going to discuss tension tool uprights. Basically, I picked the lock the other day and the sadistic lock picker asked the question, how do you know how high to make your upright on your tension tool? And I told him basically you want the height to be the same as the key. Now if you look at that one, it's too high. And if you look at this one, it's a bit too low. But this one will work. If you're going to make a tension tool, you're better off having a smaller upright than a longer one. A longer one won't work at all. A small one will still get the lock picked open, but it probably just won't throw the bolt fully. So let me just demonstrate. This is the key. So we'll put this in. Obviously when you turn the key, it lifts the levers up, pushes the bolt across. No problem. Now if you put a key in where the upright is too wide, even though it might be the same height as the key, if it's too wide, this will happen. You'll put your key in, you'll turn it, and watch as you're turning it, it's going to lift up a lever. So when you put tension on it, you're already lifting up a lever. You don't want to be lifting up levers with the tension tool. And this one, which is too long, when you put this one in and you turn it, it stops there. It needs to turn more. If you put a key in and it only turns a quarter, it's because the actual upright is too long and it's not going into the bolt. I will take the cover off in a minute and show you what I mean. So this is the perfect one to pick this lock because it's thin enough to go underneath the levers and it's small enough to catch the bolt. So if we put this one in and turn it, now the other one stopped there, which was too long. Watch this, it'll continue turning. And once you get that in, you can actually pick it. So I'll just stick this in there just to give me a bit of leverage. And I'll just show you how easy these are to pick. These have only got 2 levers in. And then we'll have a look inside and I'll show you what I mean about the bolt more. So if I just put my finger and thumb on there and try to hold it close to the camera so you can see them 2 levers. Then see that first lever, I've just lifted it up in the air. And I'm just going to duck underneath that when I lift the second lever up. And then back to the front for the first lever. And then back to the back again. And that's how you pick these locks. You just work on the levers and you just pick them one at a time. And eventually they'll lift up to the correct position and they'll open. So what we'll do now is we'll take this apart. That's why I decided to use a cabinet lock, because obviously with a normal padlock you can't see inside. So pull that back out again. Take that off. Now this is very, very small inside, but it's the same as any lever lock. So I'll take the 2 little levers out and we'll just concentrate on the bolt part. That's one out. That's 2 out. So that part in the bolt there, the V shape, is where the upright of the key goes in. So we put the original key in now. I'm all fingers and thumbs this morning. So we put the original key in. You can see the end of the upright just fits absolutely perfect into the bolt. See that there? So that's obviously the key which is made for that bolt. Now if we put the longer one in, this is what happens. Because this upright is too long, it catches there. And that's why the key doesn't turn fully. It catches the bolt there because the upright's too long. So if you make a tension tool and it doesn't turn fully, that's your problem. Now if we put the smaller one in, which is the one I used to pick the lock, see there's a bit of a gap there, but it doesn't matter, it will still push that bolt across. So smaller, in my opinion, is better, but not too small. If it was too small, it would probably slide completely underneath the bolt on some locks and it wouldn't catch it at all. Just get this back in now. And obviously this one, which I showed you, when you put that one in, obviously the levers are not there now. Let me just pull that over a bit. When you put that one in, even though it will catch the bolt, you see it from this angle, even though it'll catch the bolt, it's too wide. So it's sticking above the bolt, you can see that. And obviously it's catching one of the levers. So not only does the tension tool need to be the correct height, it also needs to be the correct size. So when it does go into the bolt, like that one don't work. When it does go into the bolt, it doesn't catch the levers. See that one? It's virtually the same size as the bolt, thickness wise. So yeah, so this stick lock picker, basically, I know I've waffled on a little bit, but that's what you need to do to make your tension tool look right. If you've got the key, perfect, use the same as the key, as in the last part there. If you haven't got the key, file one down and then put it into the lock, and if it doesn't turn the bolt, like this one doesn't, it's catching there, file a bit more down. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you found it interesting, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Try a bit.